The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed.
I am Joe the Psychologist, and joining me, as always, for Brains and Brews, my beer brother here, Rick. How you doing?
What up, son? I'm doing good. Can't wait to talk about this one because I heard it's quite bonkers.
I mean, well, we did discuss it when we did the Three Corners of Horror. So yeah, after you're done with this one, go ahead and check out our review on that one, so that way you can hear what I really thought about it. But anyway, so yes, even though we already did discuss this movie already on Three Corners, this is a zombie one, so we had to put it in here just to discuss the little portions of it. But first, let us tell you what we are drinking tonight. And I have been dying for a beer, literally been waiting to drink a beer all night. So I picked up Total Wine. I mean, you gotta contact them because you keep mentioning them. I went to Total Wine, and for tonight I have White Zombie. It's white ale. It's from Catawba, I hope I pronounced that right, Brewing in North Carolina. I have been getting some high volume stuff. I want to get my tolerance back down, and purposely was looking for something that, was still going to be a good amount. I told you, my favorite one, I don't even feel it anymore. This one is a 5.1 ABV. It is supposed to be fruit and spices, so it's orange peel and coriander. And I mean, fuck, I walked by and I saw the word zombie.
Let's see that can, son. Let's see that can. Oh, who will survive and what will be left of them? Let's go.
We'll find out at the end.
Sip on that shit, son.
Salud.
Salud.
It's good. Why don't you let us know what we're drinking tonight?
So I didn't really get a chance to get anything fancy. I wasn't even going to get anything new. So with the little time that I had, I went to Total Wine and More. I wasn't even going to go, bro. I was going to go with my honey spot again, but I'm like, nah, this is Brains and Brews. I need something new. I walked the aisles. I think because Halloween's over, all of the spooky shit's gone. I didn't see anything. The weirdest thing is I walked by and I saw this, and I love marine life. Two-hearted IPA. Get it? It's a fish. Yep, 2 hearts. I don't know anything about this. All I know it is an American IPA, and it's from Michigan, and it's a 7.0. I've been going low recently, and I want to kick because this sadness, it fucks you up. Yeah, I want to get fucked up tonight talking about this with my brother. So I already poured it. Let's go. Let's see how it is. And look, it's a little dark. Salud, brother.
Salud.
It's not the tastiest IPA, meaning it don't got like that fruity or citrusy flavor to it. It tastes like a lager. It's a little too basic for me as of now. I'll keep going and I will let you know by the time we end this video.
We are going to be discussing the 2021 movie, The Sadness. I have a little fun fact for you here. The guy who wrote and directed the movie is Canadian. So his name is Rob Habaz. But yes, I looked it up and he is Canadian. Though this movie is from Taiwan. I had a little hate for this movie. We got a Canadian person in there. You know how much I love Canadian movies. I'm like, all right, it's a little better on this watch. The movie stars Varant Zhu as Jim, Regina Lei as Kat, and Su Chang Wong as businessman. This movie, it came out about a year after COVID. So it was one of those, movies released dealing with a virus, and I think the name of the virus in the movie was the Alvin virus. I couldn't help but think about the chipmunks every time they said Alvin. But I digress on that. What happens is a plague, basically virus, starts infecting individuals, and they become bloodthirsty sadists, like masochist killers. The couple who are shown in the beginning are trying to reunite during this plague. Let's discuss first this virus. How was it different basically from all the, I mean, we've done virus 32, obviously 28 days later, there's been a slew.
We just did World War Z.
World War Z. This one was just a little bit more different than what we've been used to. So, I mean, what can you recall yourself that you noticed to be different?
Fun fact, the actual source material that this is based on is a comic book called Crossed. The series was created by Garth Ennis. Obviously, if you were a comic book fan, you know his work. He does a lot of crazy, out of this world shit. Avatar Press, I believe, was a publishing company, so it was a bit of a smaller book, but it's the same premise where, you know, it's a virus, but it turns you, like you mentioned, the perfect word is sadist. You're not a zombie, more or less. You're just somebody that's either gonna fuck you up, eat you, or rape you. And that's pretty much that's what it is. In the comic, I have never really read it fully, but essentially it's almost the same thing as far as the concept is concerned, minor differences. But I do like what this virus does. It keeps you human in a sense. You're not dead, you're not undead, you're just it's like a bad form of rabies, but you don't act like you're not screeching like a dinosaur, you know, like a raptor. I hate when zombie movies do that stupid shit. The fact that they run and they use weapons and they interact and they look at you, it's scarier in a sense because it's a human being now. It's not a mindless monster where you could like run away from or trap or whatever. These are sick motherfuckers, and they could turn anyone into a sick motherfucker. Not all of them, but a lot of them did eat you. They still kept some aspect of zombification as far as eating human flesh.
Yeah.
They probably did it just for the hell of it, just to like insult you. Like, oh, I'm not just gonna kill you, I'm gonna eat you, you know. But it's interesting. I like it because it's scary. I mean, it's legit scary.
It is, and that's the whole part. Like, what made these scary, as you said, you didn't die. You were still human. So they talked. You know, they had complete thought process, you know, just missing basically their limbic system that's just causing them to, you know, murder, rape, and pillage, basically.
Apparently the book is far worse, if you could believe that.
Really? I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been dying to read it, but again, I want the trade. I don't want to, you know.
Yeah, no, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, sure.
Possible in the next volume of the Comic Book Horror Show. Who knows?
Ooh.
Oh, and you said the right word there. It made them scarier than the other ones, because at least on the other ones, you stood a chance on being able to get away, because, you know, you ran away fast enough. They're not going to think of searching in areas the way that a human being is going to search, the way they did here.
And they still keep their intelligence in a sense, because that one guy in the bus was going around shanking people like in hiding, you know what I'm saying? If you're a zombie, you're gonna be like, make your presence known. But this guy was sneaking around, just shanking everybody like he was in fucking prison. You know what I'm saying?
That fucking scene in the train was hard. Like him just going right to the random people. Probably one of the best and worst like scenes.
I loved it
in a subway train.
Up until the part when he stabbed, I don't know if he bit him or stabbed into that guy's neck, and like 40 gallons of fucking blood hits the fucking ceiling. I'm like, oh, come on.
I said that when we reviewed it.
You did. That takes me out.
It reminded me of a Sam Raimi. Like they were trying to go Evil Dead at that moment.
Or like Dead Alive. Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, brain damage, if you will.
Agreed.
But one thing I did like, and I caught this the second time I seen this, when the very first infected person he saw was the old lady on the roof with the white hair, and she turns around slowly, she's got the blood on her nightgown. That motherfucker followed this guy all the way into that fucking I don't know, what was it, like a Dunkin' Donuts type of place?
Yeah, it was a little convenient, where you can get
some coffee and breakfast, and she followed this dude all the way in there, man. I'm like, holy shit, that's the same motherfucker from the beginning. Dude, I like that. That was cool. That's scary. That's creepy.
I think that the girl was ordering egg rolls and rice. And
bro, when that motherfucker was cooking that food on that fucking skillet, oh, bro.
It looked the tofu part, and I wasn't too thrilled on the tofu part.
No, me neither. But my weakness is close up the food and sizzling like that. Oh man, I don't know what it is. Like, it just makes me hungry all the time, even if it is tofu.
Perfect word. They're scary. It's human beings who don't have any impulse control right now and are doing whatever the fuck comes into their mind.
They lost all empathy, bro. They're just fucking mindless, violent, sadistic motherfuckers. As they're killing you and stabbing you, they're laughing and just poking at you. To me, that's where the scares come from. It's not, you know, the gore or the violence, because we see that plenty of times. It's the lack of empathy and the fact that they're enjoying this, bro. When that old businessman just poked the girl's eye out with his fucking umbrella, dude, and then he keeps fucking with her the whole time. He's looking for her to finish her off, and oh my god, it's definitely, it could be intense. Again, some of the over the top violence is just takes you out. All of a sudden, it's all serious, but then you get this big giant waterfall of blood. You're like, oh, so it's campy. What's going on?
All right. The gore in this movie, was it like over the top, or was it fitting?
Based on the source material, from what I saw, yeah, I think the gore was right, but there was times, like I mentioned previously, where it was a little bit too over the top, you know, a little too ambitious on trying to make you like gag. That stuff don't make me gag. I laugh at that. What makes me gag is the viciousness. Like that scene when, oh my god, like there's one, like the guy getting raped on the bus. That's far worse than any like on-screen kill. Whether you're a man or a woman, it don't matter. Like, it's fucked up.
It is.
Because I heard on how bloody and gory and like take no prisoners, take no shit type of movie this is. So I was waiting for that violence. And then once she grabbed the guy's head, covered it in that fucking hot oil when she just splashed him like you mentioned, and she strapped his fucking face and just started peeling his face off. That was awesome. She runs after Jim. She gets pummeled by that other guy in the car. He looks at the guy and he's all like, you know, sticking his head out the window. The thing is, he doesn't lower the window all the way.
He goes, that bitch came out of nowhere. Hey, he starts laughing.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Like, that's great. I love that. That's that kind of taunting is what I found scary in this film. There's no remorse, bro. They're just going around doing whatever the fuck they want. I wanted it to be a bit more grounded and focus more on like the scary shit as far as the killers, instead of trying to gross you out with fake blood.
The other part was when the businessman runs into Molly after they fix her eye, and he decides to rape her in the eyeball.
Oh, I forgot about that. Jesus Christ,
like,
you're
and
right.
as you said, and so, you know, on my movies that me up, I discussed that I'm not a huge fan of rape. So put it in a movie, if you're doing a rape revenge movie, that's somewhere where I get it. If something is going to come out of it, but just to put it in there for just shock value, you know, as you said, like you saw first, it was a guy that was raped. You know, they didn't go with a woman first. They grabbed the guy. You saw another woman was about to get raped shortly after that. Yeah. But, you know, that eyeball, I didn't feel it was necessary. I understood, I guess, watching it a second time, the whole reason for it. Maybe no, not really. In post-production, when you look back, like, you know, I'm sure you had a moment where you said, do I need this scene here? That first time you thought it should have been when you took it out. Ew. Didn't need to see that either. Ugh.
So Joe the psychologist got grossed out. Who the fuck is thinking about sticking their dick in somebody's eyesight? I don't know about that.
And then when he described it too, ugh.
Okay. Oh shit! Grab the shotgun!
Wait, no, don't!
What?
Oh no, today's April Fool's Day. I was gonna prank you guys.
What kind of prank involves a shotgun?
I don't know. A gun prank?
Run! We can hide in the closet!
Wait, don't! Marcus! April Fool! I'm such an asshole.
All right, so, you know, before we head out here, bro, I'm gonna go to you first. Rate that beer.
All right, my brother, I got this dark ale. I like my IPAs lighter, honestly. This looks like a lager, so let's see. One last sip. I'll give you my score. I'll see if it's a 6-pack or if it's like, you know, a shooter, just one and done. I will not be getting this again.
Oh.
It's not bad. It's just there's so much better out there. If you want a traditional IPA that's not fruity and maybe more manly, you know, if that's what you're looking for.
Hey, I like the fruity ones.
So do I, man. So
right.
do I. Why do you think
Okay.
I'm not enjoying this, bro?
All right.
Like, when it comes to IPAs, they gotta have
Some
that
sort of
IPA flavor to it.
Yeah.
This tastes like a Rebel IPA, like a Yuengling. That lager, there is a bit of a kick. I feel the little buzz starting to, you know, percolate here. It's a 3-pack, not a 6-pack, and it's not terrible. It's not offensive, but it's just, for my personal liking, it's not the kind of IPA I'm looking for, you know, to sit and drink and enjoy. It's good for a buzz, though, so I'll give you that.
It's actually really good. As we've been talking, what I've been feeling this whole time has been this, like, such a happy buzz that I've noticed my cheeks are hurting from smiling. So considering it's, you know, this is not on the higher that I've been drinking as of late, and that I actually do have a buzz from it. I'm gonna give it a 5. It's a really good flavor. I definitely recommend this one. So White Zombie, I recommend it. One last sip, bro. Before we wrap it up, like any little last minute things on the movie you want to bring up?
What really caught my attention was the ferocity of these fucking killers, man. And it really put me on the edge because how fucking, like, these could be people you see down the street on fucking meth or on bath salts, you know what I mean? So I enjoyed it. I think the movie's not bad. It's not the best zombie type film. I think the fact that the two characters trying to find each other through all this,
It's another little one of those.
not plausible. No one's, come on, man.
Listen, the motherfucker never ran out of gas on that scooter.
That's some serious plot armor right there.
That scooter. We need to find out the name of that scooter because that motherfucker made it from one side of the
that's
city
just
all
crazy,
up and
dude.
down hills.
Think about that, yeah, man.
Like literally, that scooter went a long ass way.
Let's go, brother. Take us home, my brother. Take us home.
Thank you for joining us, Rick. What do we cheer for?
We all cheer for big bottles of beer. I'm Ricky Grind.
And I am Joe the psychologist. Until next time, don't get bit.
Destiny's devils be savages. Slim than a chance with the averages. Sitting on the low like you added slick. Darkness make you disappear like a magic trick. Put up to the table, come down and sit. These devils try to tie you the crown with it. Now you surrounded by counterfeits, trying to chop you up into 1,000 bits.